Hello family, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. Guys, today was another horrible day. I should be wearing a red shirt, but I didn't feel like wearing a red shirt. But, you know, as always guys, this is not financial advice. I'm just here to motivate you guys on the daily basis to invest in your financial future. Now, if you had some money sitting around today, 100 grand, 20 grand, 5 grand, $100, whatever. Today was the day to invest. I cannot remember the last time my portfolio was down this much, right? And I did not get a margin call. That is crazy. Okay, so maybe tomorrow when I wake up in the morning, I might have the margin call, but for now, knock on wood, by the end of the day, the market closed, right? The market is still closed right now. I said the market is still closed right now. The market is still closed, right? And I'm checking my balance to see if I get a little red thing on it, okay? And I don't have the little red thing on there, okay? And I think the good thing is my big boy portfolio is over 50%, okay? And I was just saying, man, we're going to try to get it back to 60%. And this happened. But you know what? Guys, remember, this is not financial advice, okay? I keep saying that. It's not financial advice. I'm a 52-year-old man that makes video about my portfolio and my portfolio alone. So if you take it as financial advice, you do at your own free risk, okay? I might have said that once or twice, but sometimes I just feel the need to tell, especially on the day today when the market is down, like the way it is, you know, I feel the need to let people know, guys, remember, this is not financial advice. Okay? So, another thing I want to say, guys, thanks to all of our new subscribers, guys. I really do appreciate you taking your time to watch the content, subscribing to the channel, liking and sharing the content. So, but we still have over 80% of the people that watch this channel is not yet subscribed. So, guys, please do subscribe to the channel. Okay, as we are on our way to 3,000 sub. Okay, so as you can see, so this right here, right, it's not indicative of my actual portfolio. Okay, but you can see JP Morgan Chase is red, Tesla, GE, Meta, Google, Nvidia, AMD, Microsoft, Oracle, Broadcom, Amazon, Netflix, ABI, United Health, CVX. Okay, those companies are in the red today. Now in the green we have Apple, Berkshire Hathaway, Costco, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, J&J, Home Depot, Waste Management. Those companies are in the red. So if you invest in those companies that are in the green, if you invest in this company in the green, then you are in good shape today, right? So even in my growth portfolio, guys, my growth portfolio, that is, no matter what goes on, it is always in the green. Today, my growth portfolio is down 4%. That is crazy, okay? My growth portfolio is down 4%, and I have my largest position in my growth portfolio is PLTR, Palantir, the actual Palantir, right? I have about 24% in PLTR, Palantir, right? And my portfolio is down today, right? 4.47%, almost 4.5%. So, I mean, any other day when that position is up, you know, we're still doing good. But overall, I mean, I'm still in the green in that portfolio. So it's not that bad. All right, guys, let's look at Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market. As you can see, the crypto have dropped in the past 24 hours. Bitcoin is down 2.80% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is down 4.7 to 8% in the last 24 hours. XRP is also down 6.7 to 2% in the last 24 hours. So guys, everything is kind of in the red right now. Okay, even on the Tron, it looked like it's in the last 24 hours up 0.5%. And then in the last hour, it is up 0.29%. So Doge is up also in the last hour. But if you look at the 24-hour mark, most of these things are down. Okay, most of the things are down. Shiba Inu is up 0.56% in the last hour, but in the last 7 days it's down almost 10.5%, and to the last 24 hours 4.22%. So like I said, everything is down, and a lot of the stuff we invest in have to do with the market, a couple call ETFs. So of course that affects the portfolio to an extent to where it gets pretty disappointing. Okay, but as you can see, the meme coins are doing good today. If you're in the meme coin market, I'm in a group with a bunch of guys who invest in meme coins. I might have one or two if I can remember correctly, but you have to go through so much hassle to buy them. So they're not in the big companies that allow you to buy these things. Now there might be, but for the ones that I have to go to like Uniswap or sometimes some of the smaller companies to purchase them. But it is what it is, guys. Okay. And we just talked about this. Bitcoin is down. Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Solano, all of these big boys are down. So if you put your money in those things, guys, just know. All right. And today, right, my Boys in the Hood portfolio, my Robin Hood portfolio, is also down almost 5% overall today. Right. At some point, it looked like it was coming back, and then it started to go down again. So we're gonna see what happened. And people still selling. And people are buying it. Whatever the sellers, they're buyers. So people are still buying and people are selling. Doing that after hours. But my portfolio is down along with a lot of other people. Okay. Now, of course, you see my XUSD. I got one share of XUSD. I got one share of JEPI, one share of JEPQ, almost 1.6 of JEPQ. JEPQ is down today. Mo is up. O is up. So, like I said, I have a mixture of positions in my portfolio. I think I'm a little bit over 50 now in this portfolio. I bought some today by accident. I don't think it's in this portfolio. It might be in my other portfolio that I need to sell. But it's like $1. Just one of those positions I'm buying to hold as a placeholder. So as I get more funds into the portfolio, I can try to diversify the funds that I have in my portfolio. Okay, guys, and I know some of you guys are like, man, this guy's gonna make a video today, guys. It's been stormy over here and lightning. I'm like, you know what? I disconnected my computers from the interweb. I'm like, I'm gonna wait until the thunder stops. And even my two monitors, right, that I use this. My two monitors is like 32-inch monitors, so they're pretty huge. That I use. They went off by themselves, right? I didn't even turn them off, and they went off. So I was like, well, maybe it was a good thing that I turned off the computers, because I can't be having issue when my computers don't work. And as you can see, PLTY is down today, $6.63, $10%, right, down. But overall, I mean, this portfolio is down 21%, right? And I just made all these changes in this portfolio to switch to PLTY. Now, looking at my other portfolio, my other positions that I have in other portfolios that was similar to what I had in this one before, I think I did the right thing, because I was already down 20% before I sold out of everything that I had to switch to this. So, and most of the other positions, like Missy's down in my other portfolio almost 7%, Koning down 5%, Alti down almost 3%, Tesla is down 2.5%, AIYY down another 3.4%. In my other portfolio, Alti is down 8%. So I mean, it just depends, right? Everything is kind of down in my other portfolio. So when I'm looking at that, I'm like, yeah, maybe I did the best thing as far as shipping out of this and collecting the dividend, the distributions, right? And I went ahead and put back that money back into the portfolio, so to bring down my cost base a little bit. But at this point, we're just gonna hold on to this. I'm not selling out of this no time soon. We're just gonna hold on to this. Okay. So let's switch to the tracker. This is where we are right now. My net profit is down 8%, and that includes today's. How much money we're down today in the portfolio. So let me see if I can switch out of there. So we go to the cash management portfolio first, right? And we're down $19.40, 5.83% today. Overall, we're down 6% in this portfolio, which is not that much. It's like $21.19, more or less. Okay, so this is a very small portfolio, under $400, right? We're working our way up. And to my boys in the hood portfolio, I told you guys I was going to rename this. This is what I call my Robin Hood portfolio, and it's down $111.44, 4.18% down. Now it's saying, like I tell you guys, it's saying, down $13,000, whatever, 16%. I don't know where this number coming from, because when I sold out of this portfolio before, I was actually in positive. So I don't know why this thing said I'm down, but you know what? At some point, we're gonna get this thing over that hump, so it wouldn't really matter. It's all work in progress, and that's where we are. So I'm looking at this right here, these funds, and these numbers are not, I don't know this thing, but like I said, it's a tracker, it tracks. All right, so it's pulling information from somewhere. It's saying I got 15,900 invested, and the actual value right now is this price. So I have no idea, but we'll have to figure that out at some point. Okay, and my big boy portfolio, to where we are today, we're down 4%. Okay, just today, 4%. That's crazy. All right, 4 freaking percent we're down in the portfolio. And when you have a lot of money invested, 4% is a lot. When you don't, when you have a couple $1,000, 4% is just, it's 4%. But when you have a few $100,000, over $500,000 invested, yes, it's tick a little bit different, right? It's tick a little bit different. But guys, like I said, don't get discouraged, right? This is why I'm here, to encourage you guys to be motivated. And we already collected $25,000 already this month in distribution. So even though the portfolio is down, we still collect a lot of money in distributions. And we're definitely going to surpass this number. I just have to believe we're going to surpass that number. But we're going to see tomorrow what what Yield Max is going to pay. Right? We're going to see tomorrow what Yield Max is going to pay. I got to start tracking Ron Hill a little bit more. I need to start tracking Curve a little bit more, because those guys pay on different days. So I'm going to start posting those information into the Discord. And I have one of the most quiet Discord ever. These guys did never comment on nothing in the Discord. They're just so quiet. It's like sometimes it's like a ghost town. But it would be nice if you guys with all the insight can comment and help motivate the other guys in the Discord to continue to invest. Because if you guys don't do that, the Discord is just going to be, a quiet place. So my cash management portfolio, and I just showed you guys in the other tracker, this is where we are. We got a little bit under $400 in the portfolio. We're down. We're down a little bit, right? We're down a little bit. This thing is saying we're down $43. So I like to look at the actual thing and be like, yeah, we're down $43. So it's close to the amount. So these things, I mean, sometimes they be on point, and sometimes they be like not so not so right. Okay, so we got the cash management account, and then we'll go to my boys in the hood account, and we got about $1,000+ coming in right now, which is amazing. With a little bit under $3,000 invested into the portfolio. I mean, I can't complain. And in my car portfolio, like I was telling you guys the other day, we already generated 2 car payments this month already. It was taking out 2 more weeks to go, but I mean, you guys already know I invested in PLTY, and I was hoping it was going to recover before tomorrow so I can sell out of it and buy something else that was going to generate dividend. I mean, in distributions. But of course, that didn't work out because the market took a dump, right? The market took a big dump, and we're down big time, $2,800 plus in that position. So I mean, it is what it is. Okay. And in my big boy portfolio, we are down $200,000, right? Because of everything that happened in today. My portfolio is down 19 grand today alone. So of course, that affects, the actual amount of money we have in the portfolio. From a negative standpoint, it went up, right? We got more negative in the portfolio. But in the upcoming week, we're going to try to fix that because I know the market's going to go up. The market always go up, right? Eventually. And sometimes it takes a little longer, but it always go up. So that's the only thing, that's the only hope I got, right? That what I have is going to go back up, and we're going to recoup our money back because I was always on track, knocking off 20 grand, and then with this downturn, right, we gain that 20 grand back. So my cost base is going to be a lot less. So of course I'm going to buy more positions. You guys know, right? I'm above 50% right now, so that's good for the portfolio. So I really don't have to worry too much about margin calls, right? But I'm going to continue to monitor my portfolio and try not to go crazy, because if I had gone crazy in the past week and buying more stuff, I would have been right back where I started. So like I said, I'm learning from my mistakes, and I'm fixing my portfolio, making it a better portfolio, better income driven, and cutting down the amount. So when I say cutting the amount, right, I got a very high percentage right now in the portfolio. And as you can see, my dividend yield across the board is 99.12%. So almost 100%. And as you can see, even though I got a lot of yield, to the mixture of my portfolio, I have some growth positions in my portfolio, right? So it is not a lot of growth. 5% is not bad for 5 years. So like 1% a year if you want to be all technical. But if it's a continual growth every year, 5%, I mean, that's fine. It's just staying at 5%. That's not bad, okay? And as you can see, even though the market is down, we still got, the income still went up because of everything that's going on, the expected so far income. But, excuse me, I like to stay focused on the 5 year, because of everything that just happened. So today I got 3 calls, right, from a recruiter that I work with. When I told you guys I work at my 2 jobs some time back, they called me today like, hey, we got a senior manager job, blah blah blah. I'm like, man, I don't want another job, right? And I get another call and another call, and this is what, 3 different positions, right? 2 of the 3 positions are remote, and the other one is they want you to go to the office twice a week. And I'm like, man, right now I don't think I need the stress. I don't really need the money right now. But thinking about it, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do it, right? Because once I get back into that mode, then of course, if I take the senior management position, I have to be here, right? Or I'll have to go. Then I'll be spending more money because I'll be flying back and forward to Colombia every other week, right? And why would I want to do that, right? I would fly to Colombia, stay there 3-4 days, and then come back. That's $1,000 every time I would go, plus depending on who I'm flying with, on round trip ticket, right? And it's just too much flying back and forth, flying 3-4 times a month. To be with my family. I'm not going to do that. So I think I'm comfortable where I am right now, and we're just going to continue to do what we do. Okay, I believe that income of $30,000 a month is a lot. And as we continue to build this portfolio and transform this portfolio into a well money making machine, all these little soldiers that I have, we're going to put them to work, right? We're going to put them to work and continue to make some money. So with this yield, it's crazy. But of course, a lot of this yield coming from my big boy portfolio, right? You know what? Let me go back. See, this one is that's 58%. This one, 73%. This one, 99%. Like I said, a lot because I have all of the yield max stuff in here, in that portfolio, right? I got the Misty, I got the Coney, I got the AIYY, I got the PLTY, the HOY. I have all of the yield max stuff. Not all of them, but I have, at least 7 or 8 of them, right? Maybe 9 for the most part in my portfolio. So of course those guys, they're high yield, and we're going to see once the market give a turnaround and how everything going to settle. I am planning on selling some of this stuff out, but right now with the market in the red, everything in the red, it's not a good time to be selling. Okay, it's not a good time to be selling at all, right? So we're gonna wait a little bit and see once the market, when we get a couple of green days and see things recover, and then we'll decide what we're gonna do in the portfolio. But this one here probably gonna be high too, because I got only one position in here is 90% yield. But like I said, the goal is to kind of cut these things down, bring them down under that 20% yield, right? But that's not going to happen tomorrow, of course. That is not going to happen tomorrow. We're going to continue to invest and bring down the portfolio, guys. I'm sorry the video came out late today because, like I said, it's been storming. And I don't want to mess up my computer, because if I mess up my computer, then that's just going to mess everything up, because it take a while to set up a new one, the way I have this one. So with that said, guys, remember, this is not financial advice. I want you guys to have an amazing, amazing day. And we're going to do it again tomorrow. We're going to see what's going to be coming into the portfolio as far as income and from YM and the yield max. And then we're going to go from there. Okay, guys? Stay blessed. Okay, there we go. Some confetti, and then I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.